In the year 3052, Earth was a planet ruled by aliens. These extraterrestrial beings, known as the Varnak, had invaded Earth many years ago. With their advanced technology and powerful weapons, they easily defeated Earth's defenses. They enslaved humanity, forcing people to work as laborers, slaves, and servants. The humans, once rulers of their own planet, now lived under the control of their new alien masters. The Varnak were a cruel species. They treated humans as nothing more than tools to be used and discarded. Those who rebelled were punished, and the rest were forced to work long hours in harsh conditions. The aliens demanded complete obedience, and they never showed mercy. But one human, a young man named Ethan, refused to bow to the Varnak. Ethan had grown up hearing stories of Earth's glorious past, of humans who had once been free and powerful. He could not accept the idea of living as a slave forever, and so he began to plan. Ethan was not alone in his desire for freedom. Across the planet, whispers of rebellion grew louder. More and more humans began to rise up against their alien overlords. They fought in the shadows, striking when the Varnak least expected it. It was a slow and dangerous process, but over time, the human resistance grew stronger. One day, Ethan and his fellow rebels managed to capture a Varnak commander. The commander, a towering creature with sharp, glowing eyes and armored skin, was brought before Ethan. Despite the creature's fearsome appearance, Ethan stood tall. "Tell me, Varnak," Ethan said, his voice filled with determination. "How does it feel to be a slave to your own arrogance?" The commander laughed, a deep, unsettling sound. "You humans are weak," the commander sneered. "You are nothing compared to us. You will never defeat us." But Ethan was not discouraged. He knew the Varnak were powerful. They were not invincible. He had seen their weaknesses. Their technology, though advanced, had its limits. And the Varnak had made one critical mistake. They had underestimated the power of human will. Ethan and his team used their knowledge of Varnak technology to create a plan. They had learned how to hack into the Varnak's communication system, how to sabotage their ships, and how to strike at the heart of their empire. It was risky, but it was their only chance. The rebellion began to strike harder, faster, and more strategically. They targeted Varnak strongholds, disabling their ships and weapons. The Varnak, caught off guard, were thrown into chaos. For the first time since the invasion, the humans had the upper hand. As the Varnak's power began to crumble, the alien leaders grew desperate. They tried to fight back, but their efforts were in vain. Ethan's forces were relentless. One by one, the Varnak strongholds fell, and the humans reclaimed their freedom. But the leader of the Varnak, a ruthless being named Adler, had one final plan. Sailor was determined to make the humans pay for their rebellion. He activated a doomsday device, an enormous weapon capable of destroying entire cities. It was a last-ditch effort to regain control. Sailor watched as the countdown began, a sinister smile on his face. "Let them taste the power of the Varnak," he muttered to himself. But just as the countdown reached its final moments, Ethan and his team launched a final assault on the Varnak's central command that fought their way through hordes of alien soldiers and reached the control room where Sailor stood. "Your reign ends here," Ethan said, pointing his weapon at the alien leader. Sailor laughed, his deep voice echoing through the chamber. "You think you can stop me? You're too late, human. The weapon will destroy you all." But Ethan was ready. With a swift move, he disabled the doomsday device, halting the countdown. The weapon powered down, and for the first time, Sailor's smile faded. You have no idea what you've done," Sailor growled, his eyes burning with fury. Ethan stepped forward. "No, you have no idea what you've done. You thought you could break us, enslave us, and force us into submission. But we're human. We never give up. And now, we're taking our planet back." With that, the humans launched a final attack, overwhelming Sailor and his remaining forces. The Varnak leader was captured, and the alien empire collapsed. The humans were victorious. As the last of the Varnak ships fled Earth's atmosphere, Ethan stood on the surface of his planet, looking out at the stars. The sky was clear, and the air was fresh. For the first time in many years, Earth was free. The humans had not only survived, they had triumphed. And the Varnak, in their arrogance, had learned a valuable lesson. They had underestimated the strength of humanity, and now they would live to regret it. The message was clear. Never again would humanity be anyone's slave. They had proven that no force, no matter how powerful, could break their spirit. Ethan turned to his fellow rebels, a smile on his face. "We did it," he said simply. "We're free." And as the humans began to rebuild their world, they vowed never to forget the sacrifices made to win their freedom. From that day forward, Earth was no longer a slave planet. It was a symbol of resistance, strength, and hope for all who fought against oppression. The end.